So today we are driving to Banff. We did stop there on the way to the wedding in Golden, BC, but that was just for lunch. So now we're actually going to explore Banff more. We're staying at the Rimrock Hotel, I believe. And this hotel is really nice. I have a really big thing for hotel rooms and beds. Like, if it's not nice, then I can't stay there. And, well, I can stay there, but, I don't have a good time. I don't enjoy my trip. So this is what the room looks like. Because he said it was our honeymoon, even though technically it's not our honeymoon, it's our pre-honeymoon. They gave us a nice card with strawberries and champagne, so that was really nice of them. The view from our room was super nice, probably my favorite view so far on the trip. So we got ready and we are going for dinner. We're just gonna go for dinner in our hotel because the food, all our dinners were pretty pricey, but at least the food was good. The drinks were really good. The views were good. You can't even see the view right now because it's dark, but pretty much the mountains are right there. So I had a burger and fries. The burger was really good. He had a chicken burger, wasn't as good as mine. And this was the restaurant. And then I had, I don't even know, a Bailey's coffee sort of thing. So for this, my husband made me wake up at 5:30 a.m. to take a video of the sunrise. It looked better in pictures than in that video. So now it's the next day. Today we have plans to go up the mountain and then go to the hot springs. First we're going to go for breakfast at the Primrose restaurant. This might have been my favorite breakfast of the trip. So what I had was creme brulee French toast, and it was really, really filling because it was pretty much like creme brulee on top of French toast. So I ate 3/4 of it at breakfast, and then I just ate the other quarter later on. And there's the mountain. So now we're walking to the gondola. So we didn't stay in downtown Banff, but we stayed pretty close to downtown, but it was a 2-minute walk to the gondola, which was nice. So now we're walking to the Banff gondola. We heard them telling people that it's sold out right now, so we might need to book it for later on today. So if that's the case, then we're going to go to the hot springs first, and then we will go to the gondola later. So now we're at the gondola. There wasn't really a wait, which was good. Gondolas honestly scare me. I just overthink it and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if this thing breaks? But it's definitely worth it. One of those things, just flying, that I need to force myself to do. So now we're going up. There was 4 people to a cart. They did have some really nice restaurants up there, which I wish we knew earlier because then we could have made reservations and not have eaten in the morning, or planned to go for dinner and then stayed up there for dinner. But that's okay. But it's something, if you're going, something to look into. So once you get to the top of the gondola, there's a 15 to 20 minute walk to the top of another mountain where you can see everything even better. Honestly, I am so lazy when it comes to walking and hiking. If it wasn't for my husband, I probably wouldn't do it, but thank goodness he forces me to do that stuff. The mountains were nice. The views in Golden, BC were a lot better. I don't know if it's the weather, or I don't know what it was. But like where we had the wedding, which you can see in, I think, my first video, like the views were amazing. And this is the 15-minute walk up and downstairs. I'm surprised I wasn't more sore than I was. There's only so much to film. Like my husband kept saying, make sure you get this, but it all looks pretty much the same in the end. Like it's beautiful, yeah, but anyway, we're almost done going to the top of the mountain. And yeah, it was nice, but the weather was a little cloudy. Apparently it's usually cloudy and rainy in these areas. It was a little chilly, so I sat by the fire for a bit. And now we are back down at the bottom of the mountain. So now we are going to the hot springs in Banff. And we were expecting, I don't know, when I think of hot springs, I think of like a natural spring with warm water. That's just what I think of. I don't know if that's what they usually are or not, because I've honestly never been, but this hot springs was definitely a disappointment. And I'll tell you more about it in a sec. So we just finished the hot springs and do not recommend it. Pretty much it was just sitting in a heated swimming pool. I don't even know if it had chlorine in it because it smelled like sewer water. So luckily it was only $10, so we should have saw it before because it was visible from the outside. We just missed it and didn't look for some reason. If we looked, we probably wouldn't have gone in. But yeah, it was like being in a big hot tub. So now we are back at our hotel. We're just gonna chill for a bit and then we are going to downtown Banff. At this point in the trip, I honestly just kind of wanted to relax and not explore much. I feel like we did so much the past few days, but pretty much we're just going here for dinner. We decided to go to this pizza place. It was called Una. Honestly, this was probably one of the best, if not the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And we only shared one pizza, but I really wanted to try the chicken pesto pizza. So if we ever go back to Banff, who knows if we will or not, but I want to go back to that pizza place. So highly recommended. And now we're leaving. It's the morning. I'm getting a donut for the road, and then we gotta drive, I think it was like an hour, between 1 and 2 hours to Calgary. So it's 7:08 a.m. here. We just checked out of the Rimrock Hotel in Banff, and now we're driving to Calgary, and then from there we're gonna fly to Vancouver and then go to Whistler. This trip, I was 100% over my fear of planes, which was good. Not as much anxiety. So now we landed in Vancouver, and this is the first fast food place that we went to, and I was actually so happy because I kept saying, like, I don't want to spend $50 on a meal Every time we eat, I just want fast food for one day. So yeah, I got my Wendy's. Now we are on a bus taking us to Whistler. And we stayed at this hotel. And here we met up with my husband's brother and my sister-in-law, and also his cousin and his cousin's husband. So that was super fun. And this is what the room looked like. Honestly, this was probably the nicest room we had. They told us they upgraded us because it's our honeymoon, but this is what we booked. So yeah, because we actually had more space, whereas all the other rooms, it was pretty much just the bed and the bathroom. There's a swan that they made. And this was our view from the hotel. It was whatever. They did have a pool and a hot tub inside and outside, so that was nice to chill at. And then we're going for dinner. This was an Italian place. I had another pizza, which is really surprising, actually. The pizza definitely wasn't as good as the one in Banff. So it's the next day, we're going zip lining and then we're going rafting. Unfortunately, it was really rainy and cold. So the whole time I was just trying to close my eyes because the rain was like killing my face when we were zip lining. Not a good day. And even you'll see soon, like when we were at the top of the mountain. So first we took like these ATVs and they drove us up the mountain, and then when we were at the top, it was so foggy, you couldn't see anything. You had no view. And then every time we went down like a zip line, it was just rainy and windy and yeah, not the best day, but it was still really fun and I would do it again. I do really like zip lining, even though it scares me. And then we went rafting, and that's not included in this video, but I will post it at the top corner here, and you can watch the rafting if you'd like. And that was pretty much the end of our trip.